Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They boot it away on 4th down. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Georgia State's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Zips it out to his man. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's Amos. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Hurst. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. The sure hands, it's Robinson. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? New set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. He'll do it himself. Bust through behind his pad. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Slings it downfield. Got him in the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. They bring the punter onto the field now. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Snags it quickly on the left. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Gives it on the option. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. And it's in there for a touchdown. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. What you do, you peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Wiles. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wiles. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Catch in the middle, it's Hurst. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. They'll leave it with him. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Right on the money. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Gets away, and the quarterback goes down at the
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision reading the cover. Accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off play action on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hurst. Right down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Keeps it on the draw.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Takes the handoff. It's Hooks. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Tight end getting vertical. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Hurst. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Powers through. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type 1st half, or as they call it there in Mobile, just another typical 68 Ventures Bowl. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the 68 Ventures Bowl.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They more than got the job done in the 1st half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the 2nd half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the 2nd half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing.
Turning it on! He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Gonna run it. It's Amos. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. And the Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. The run from the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Got his man on the outside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking left. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. With the catch, it's Weeks. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Walker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to... Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Lots of room to run.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
They'll go back to work on offense. Trying the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. Back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And it's caught for the touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Walker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Makes one man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And we've been treated to quite the performance so far from both sides. Let's take a moment and have a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The short hands, it's Riles. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Riles. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they go back on top.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running back searching for a hole. Shoots. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Weeks. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Fights off a defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Weeks. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They put together an 81-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Gives it to the back on the draw. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. On the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They're down to the 20, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So now it's second and long. Sends it back in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Time to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Grabs it in the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find